Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Sel Perez, and I'm the Strategic Accounts Manager for Commercial Technology Group at BSTECS Philippines Incorporated. BSTECS is the leading distributor for ICT equipments and services in the country. Let's watch this video for our company introduction.
In a world where technologies provide the impetus for business survival, digital transformation is no longer a choice. One company that drives innovation is VST ECS Philippines Incorporated. Discover our passion. This is what drives us to continue to partner with the best and innovative brands in the ICT industry. Through the years, VST ECS has evolved to become an IT distribution powerhouse, offering an extensive breadth of solutions for retail, commercial, and enterprise markets. From our humble beginnings, we have embraced the shifts in technologies and economies to bring the best brands to our channel partners. VST ECS Philippines Incorporated, a member of the VST ECS Group. We are the leading ICT distributor in the country. We offer choices to help you grow, transform, and thrive in the new economy. Notebooks, consumer and commercial. Desktops, consumer and commercial. Virtual desktops. Workstations. Printers and copiers. Supplies. Mobility. Gadgets and accessories. Lifestyle, gaming, servers, storage, power management, 3D printing, networking, wired and wireless, software-defined network, network security, data backup and protection, big data, hyper-converged infrastructure, software CAD and graphics, software enterprise solutions, commercial digital display, IP surveillance, POS solutions, AIDC solutions, document imaging, collaboration solutions, cloud computing, containers and microservices, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and robot process automation, data center solutions and services, managed services, everything as a service, subscription, training and education, agility. The way to survive, rebound, and thrive in the new digital economy is to bend, pivot, change, and adapt to the changing times. We will be relentless to look for ways to anticipate the needs of our customers through our portfolio, infrastructure, services, and people. With the demands of the new normal, we have embraced digital technologies and online platforms for improved collaboration, enhanced customer service, and business continuity. We put greater emphasis on the well-being of our people by strictly observing and implementing health protocols. While some things may have changed due to the pandemic, our commitment to deliver greatness and serve as technology enabler remains the same. Our workplaces will be an important venue for collaboration. Technology availability. Delivery of services and business continuity. Reach. We will explore possibilities to make technologies accessible to their intended audiences. By partnering with IT retailers, online channels, corporate partners, system integrators, born in the cloud businesses, ISVs, mobility and specialty stores, and many more. Leadership. We will continue to lead in the availability of ICT solutions. We will embrace digital revolution and convergence, because the true measure of our success is not summarized in the awards we have received, but in the way we have transformed businesses and individuals. Great products, great people, great solutions. Partner with us. We are VST ECS Philippines Incorporated, your link to technology.
Today, we are presenting Honeywell shaping the future of our warehouse and manufacturing operations. Now, we will turn over time to Mr. Dean Encontra, Product Manager for Honeywell, to do the opening remarks.
Hi, Sal. Thank you. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session, Shaping the Future of Warehouse and Manufacturing Operations. We hope that we can provide you additional ideas on how we can resolve some of your pain points during manufacturing and warehouse operation using Honeywell solution, wherein Honeywell devices can increase your productivity and efficiency from front end to back end of operations, including Honeywell connected software, the operational intelligence, and Smart Talk. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for being with us this afternoon on this session. So stay tuned for additional knowledge or ideas on how we can grow your business with Honeywell solution. And of course, we also have exciting prizes on today's sessions. So to introduce you the first speaker, to give the quick overview who is Honeywell. So go back to our beautiful host for today, Cel Perez.
Joining us today is Ms. Mayan Akalay Vicente, Distribution Partner Manager for Honeywell Philippines. She is responsible for distributors and partner management for productivity products. She has a total of 8 years experience in automatic identification and data capture and 6 years in IT industry. Mayan Vicente had joined Honeywell in 2015 during Intermec acquisition to Honeywell. Her role started as account manager. After a year, she was assigned as channel business manager for Philippines. She held the role for 5 years during this period. Let me call on Ms. Mayan Macaalay Vicente to give brief description of the brand.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, we'd like to thank BST ECS for organizing this manufacturing and warehouse solutions event. So to start, to introduce myself, I'm Mayan Macaalay Vicente. I'm the distribution partner manager for Philippines. So for you to be familiar with our Philippine organization structure, these are the teams that we have in Philippines. So I myself, I'm the distribution manager. So basically I handle distributors and partner. So basically we reports to our boss from Malaysia, which is Deng Leong. He handles Philippines, Malaysia and Indonesia. So in our team, for us to have some focus vertical, we split into two groups. So basically we have a CAM group and enterprise group. So most of you probably you have encountered some of our sales. So basically we have Dexter Natividad who handles manufacturing, TNL, and healthcare. While in terms of the retail and utilities, we have Amy Moro. And then on the enterprise group, we have Brad Santiago who handles global accounts. And then we have Alvin Saloga in terms of the technical side. Okay. So just to give you background for our 2021 structure, so for Honeywell, we basically course with our distributors like BST ECS. So our distributors, they are the one who's directly engaging with our partners. So basically, we have some category, which is silver, gold, platinum. But at the end of the day, they are the one who's the first level in terms of the support to the end users. But probably you will able to encounter some of the Honeywell um, sales team that is directly engaging with end customers. They are the one who builds the lead generation for the partners. So basically, this is how we handle our channel structure for AIPC with Honeywell. So how did we do for 2020 last year or 2019 or 2020? So basically, Honeywell commitment is we have some Philippine local team to engage, represent, support our partner to the end customers. So basically, we have a dedicated sales and technical on that first level of support, and then we have distributors. We have they have a full team that have PM, sales, pre-sales, and post-sales in terms of the service center support. And then in terms of the partners, they have also a dedicated sales, pre-sales, and post-sales technical. And then with regards of our partner engagement, basically we do some technical certification every 2 years. We want to make it sure that before they go or course with our end customers, they know how to position our product. So basically we do some certification yearly, and then we do some quarterly product and technical enablement. This is for them to know what are the roadmaps that we are releasing from time to time or per quarter. And then we do some online and hands-on training with them and some quarterly business review. This is how we do the engagement from Honeywell distributors, partners until to the end customers. Okay. So what's new for Honeywell? Right now for Honeywell, basically we strengthened our tie-up partnership with Google. So we have the Android and then with the Qualcomm. So basically, Honeywell still the only AIDC company who provides the longest and most consistent Android updates version in the enterprise world. We support until to the Android 3 or we call it Android 13. So meaning it's a free license upgrade and no charge. So that's one of the highlight in terms of the mobility. And then we still have some security patch support available throughout 2028. And then some of our edge that we have released this second half of the year is this disinfectant ready housing. So probably you might encounter the DRH models from Honeywell in terms of the mobility. And then in terms of the scanning, we have some flex range and then 2D directions that we are releasing for this 2021 and some wearable ring scanners. In terms of printing, right now we have a 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch mobile printer that is quite very common in the market right now. So we enhance our mobile printer on that part. And then also we have some BRH in terms of mobile printer. In terms of the desktop and industrial printers, our printers is RFID compliant. And then moving forward, we will be having this year, we will be having we will be having a group who works on furthermore on the guided work for the warehouse. And then some Honeywell software solutions. We usually highlight the operational intelligence and smart talk. Okay. So just to give you some background, what is mobility edge? Basically, this is some of the OS comparison or life cycle and security. As you can see, some of our mobile devices, they support until Android 12 right now. But since Android 13 is not yet been released, we will still support it free with no charge. Why does it matter? So basically, Honeywell and Google recommends and maintains the latest OS version and not on a backporting compared with our some of our competitors. As you can see, they are not yet ready in terms of the updates of the Android that will be releasing. But from our end, we usually make it sure on the ROI coming from the end customers. And then you may able to see some letters on how secured the end customers in terms of this mobility edge. Okay. These are the solutions briefs that we have for our customers. Basically, these are the campaigns that we have launched in terms of the adapting the new normal for each vertical, like retail for the drive-through, groceries, pharmacies, and managing the safety, government protocol, and social distancing. So basically, we could able to work on what kind of solutions from retail, transport, and logistics until to the manufacturing. So these are the campaigns that we blast from partners until to the end customers. So just to give you some workflow that we have established from past years. So basically, we have this manufacturing, warehouse, and DC. So we have a dedicated SKUs for each vertical deployment. These are for the retail and some applications that readily available that we could able to position in market. And lastly, just to share you some contact details of our group, just in case you have some concerns or probably you still need to dig more in terms of some solutions, you can able to reach us directly. So I think that's it for my side.
Thank you, May, for Hannibal introduction. And now we will be starting the presentation of Honeywell, shaping the future of our warehouse and manufacturing operations. If you have any question during the presentation, please type them into the questions box in your control panel. I will bring them up during the end of presentation. We will also be flashing QR code for the feedback form, and we encourage everyone to participate on giving us feedback. Those who will participate will get a token of appreciation by participating on this event. Our presenter today is Mr. Alvin Salonga, Solution Architect for Honeywell Productivity Solutions and Services. And his role, he is responsible for pre-sales, post-sales, and key account management for Honeywell in the Philippines. He has a total of more than 20 years of experience in automatic identification and data capture. Let me call on Mr. Alvin Salonga to do the talk for improving efficiency in manufacturing operation.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Of course, thank you for your time in participating with this event. I'll be presenting first is the manufacturing operations, how you can actually do your manufacturing operations efficiently. During the course of the presentation, I will be discussing some value solutions for Honeywell. And of course, I'll be presenting some trends, manufacturing trends. And I'll be also discussing some of our new devices when it comes to manufacturing. And also, during the course of the presentation, I will be playing some videos for you to further understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, to start with, so I just want to share this slide. So before COVID or pre-COVID, we have the manufacturing world's undisputed manufacturing hub now. So for Asia Pacific, so over 45% of the world's gross domestic products or GDP is currently in global manufacturing base. So we have actually some programs for we call it make made in India, making Indonesia 4.0, Thailand 4.0, and Made in China 2025. So these are the programs in Asia Pacific that actually was brought up during 2019 or pre-COVID. So we actually an ASEAN arising during ASEAN. So we have fast developing economies such as Indonesia, in India, Thailand, and the Philippines. But during COVID, so this all of these programs or manufacturing initiatives were actually changed by COVID. So what are the key challenges we are actually encountering? So actually we have three business priorities right now. Number one is of course we have to improve supply chain performance. Number two actually is a better manufacturing operational excellence. And of course, we have to increase focus on product innovation. So these are the basic three business priorities before. But after COVID, so we actually have the fourth business priority. We will make sure or ensure our workers' safety and ensure their minimum impact on the production line. So as we go along, we will I will be discussing some safety protocols that Honeywell can handle, especially our operational intelligence part. All right. So for typical manufacturing operation flow, actually we have receiving. So receiving for raw materials for the manufacturing line. Of course, after receiving, we have to stage it on a warehouse for storage purposes. And then after that, we will do some picking station on the production line. Wherein the production line actually includes the fabrication, assembly, testing, of course, the quality control. So after that, we'll go to packing area. So for the packing area, of course, there will be some mobility, scanner, and printer involvement. So later on, I'll be discussing some of these devices per department. Okay. Next and last is the shipping shipping area or mobility, scanner, printers are also uh, involved. So for now, we are launching the modern manufacturing workflow. As you can see on these slides, we have goods receiving. In goods receiving, we will ensure the readability of high density barcodes. So we have a lot of scanners available for you to choose from. We have a standard range barcode scanners up to the high density and as well as the UV barcode. So these are the new trends of barcode technology right now. Of course, we will print the raw material barcodes as we receive the items. And then as we go on to the storage and replenishment. So for storage and replenishment, we can actually direct worker to correct the logistics, no? And then we can also track the inventory levels, as well as replenishments. And then we have the production area. So in the production area, we can actually monitor the work in process or the WIP. And then we can rapidly scan and easier to execute barcodes during the work in process procedure. And of course, we can print high level precision barcodes using our special printers or special use printers like the PX940. Okay. And lastly, we can track and trace parts, products levels. So this can actually monitor the levels of stackings of our products. Okay. So the next thing is the packing area. So the packing area can actually guide the workers on what to be picked and to pack. And of course, print labels for shipping for when it comes to the shipping area. And then, of course, lastly is to verify the barcodes if it is readable or not. So our PX940V can do that. Later on, you can I will show you how the verification works on our printers. Okay, we go to the shipping area. No? Then the shipping area actually, when we are using automation, we will eliminate manual entry. And of course, we will print accurate labels. And lastly, we can scan the items that are processed as processed and dispatch. So to tell you more about what I have discussed, I'll be playing a short video for the modern manufacturing workflows. This video will also show you some sneak peek on our operational intelligence and smart talk unified communication software. Okay, so let's move on to our hardware and software component for the manufacturing solutions. Okay, so for the manufacturing solutions, so for receiving, here are the devices that you will be needing. So for receiving and storage, we will actually recommend the Granite SR and XR series for our industrial barcode scanners. And of course, we will be including our wearables, the 8670 and the 8680i. And of course, for mobile printers, we have the RP2 and the RP4. And for stationary printers, we have the PM42. For fabrication, uh, these devices are being offered. So we have the HF800. This is our industrial conveyor type barcode scanner. Later on, you will see how it will perform. And of course, we will also include the wearable and as well as our printer, the PX940. And then, of course, for quality control, to ensure the quality of the barcode, we will be recommending the PX940 precision and verifying printer. And then for the packing area, we have, of course, the Granite again for industrial barcode scanners. And for goods and shipping and maintenance, we have recommended again some of our barcode scanners to be, and of course the mobile printer for on-demand printing for the maintenance and goods ship. Okay, so moving forward for mobile computing, um, our EDA 61K can actually work in the receiving area, packing and as well as the good shipping and maintenance area. So later on, I will be discussing some specific features of these products. And for RFID devices, so we actually can recommend our entry level RFID device, which is the IS25. And for industrial RFID barcode scanning or RFID scanning, we have the IP30C. And for portal application or barrier application, we have actually the IF2B. So the IF2B can actually handle 4 RFID antennas. Okay. So per device, I will be starting with the RT10 rugged tablet. So the RT10 rugged tablet actually comes with two OS. We have the Windows 10 and the Android operating system. No? So the RT10 is actually equipped with the Android 10 version. So for sleek and slim design, we actually integrated our newest scan engine for the RT10, which is the Flex Range. So I will be discussing also that later on. So for I/O ports, our RT10 can actually cater for micro SD, so for additional memory. So for charging, we have the common USB-C port, and for extra memory, we have the USB-A or a wired scanner use. And of course, we have the headset microphone for smart talk purposes. We also have the DC direct connect power for our RT10. Next in line is our Xenon 1950 series, 1952 series actually. So these scanners is a premium base scanners for Honeywell. So it has a healthcare version. It also has the high density version. It also has the standard range version, and the newest is the UV. If you encounter UV barcodes, these scanners can actually read those barcodes. Next is our 1952G BF. So BF meaning battery free. So this scanner actually is not using the common lithium ion battery. So this use the supercapacitor. So as we all know that supercapacitor can charge fully charged within 60 seconds. So the investment for the lithium ion battery will be eliminated. So because the supercapacitor can actually last from 5 years to 7 years compared to the common lithium ion battery can only last from 1.5 to 2 years battery life. So we actually encourage customers to use these scanners, cordless scanner for environment friendly application. Okay. And then next in line is our HF industrial fixed mount scanner. So this is our top of the line fixed mount scanner, commonly used in conveyors purposes. So it can actually scan DPM barcodes, DPM meaning direct part marking. So these barcodes are commonly used in automotive engines. Later on, you will see on the video how it can perform. So our HF 800 can actually support quick auto learning algorithms. We have also parameters for adjusting and editing the software for customer needs. It can also support photoelectric sensor, so it can handle when it will scan, and actually it can be accessed through the internet because the HF 800 has the capability of connecting to your wireless LAN infrastructure or wired infrastructure, I mean. So for IP sealing, we have IP65 for the HF 800. So to tell you more about it, I have a short video of how this high performance barcode scanner can. So this is actually a active or a actual scan test for the HF800. So actual installation for our HF800. So you can see how fast can it scan the QR codes or the data matrix barcodes. So this is available for communication with through serial port or the Ethernet. Okay. Next is our industrial portfolio barcode scanners. So we have the new line of Granite barcode scanners. So we have the 1990 series. So for standard range, we have the Granite 1990 SR. And then we equip the 1990 with our latest barcode scan engine, which is the XR series. No, we equip this with the Gen 8 flex range scan engine. And then for scanning higher than 35 feet, we'll still retain our 1980 near and far barcode scanner. And then again, for wearable, we have 8670 for Bluetooth wearable scanning. So this scanner can actually connect to any mobile devices with Bluetooth. And then we have also the 8680 series. So the 8680 series can be connected through Bluetooth as well as the wireless LAN. The 8680 can be used as a mobile device without using any Android device. No, it can work as its own. So when connected to the wireless network, it can actually send data directly to the host, and it can receive a acknowledgement from the server. It's actually an application uh, dependent. You can receive acknowledgement from the server because this scanner has a two-liner display. All right. It also has the option for the wearable gloves for the easy scanning. Okay. So yeah. So for the 8680i, again, this is IP54 IP ceiling. It can operate offline, and it has the flexible battery offering. Next in line is our rugged portable printers. So as of now, we only have the RP2 and the RP4. RP2 meaning it has the 2-inch width, and we have the 4-inch width, which is the RP4. Hopefully by this year, we will be launching our RP3, which has the 3 width options. So most common to our devices is the new feature of what we call it hot swap or the warm swap. No? So for the warm swap feature, so this actually preserves the communication parameters, especially for the wireless LAN and the Bluetooth connections parameters. So meaning whenever you want to replace the battery, so the printer will remain on status enough time for you to change the battery. So as if you don't replace the battery of the unit. So you will continue on using this printer, and you will actually increase your productivity because you don't have to reboot the printer from time to time. And then for this year, hopefully by half of 2021, we will be launching our new PC45. So this is a PC43 refresh. So most common features will be improving, of course, it is the speed and the connectivity to our operational intelligence management software. Okay. We'll let you know once we confirm on the launching of this product. And then for the PX940V, so this printer actually has two variant. We have the PX940V for verification, and we have the PX940A for precision printing. So to tell you more about it, on what's the special features of this printer, I'll be playing a video which describes and actually show how this printer works. And then after uh, the end of the video, we will be entertaining questions because I think this is my last slide for this part of manufacturing uh, part of our program. Okay, John. Yeah, as you can see on the video, we have the zero label ways now. So you can actually your maximize the labels of as well as the ribbon. So precision printing, so you can handle up to 0.2 millimeter barcodes. Precise printing. And then for verification, we have the PX940B version. So as it prints, it actually verifies the barcodes and give you the result. And then for barcodes that cannot be verified by our PX940, it can actually void that label. And it will reprint the same barcode as long as it will pass the verifier. All right. Okay. So let's start our second part of the program. So now we'll be discussing on how we can actually improve the productivity in DC warehouse operation. So for our agenda, so number one, I'll be discussing some trends and some 2020 accelerated existing forces. And then for the next agenda, I'll be discussing some distribution center solutions. And of course, I'll be doing some 2021 new product introductions for Honeywell. So market influencer number one, of course, is the COVID-19 pandemic. So as you can see, it's not a surprise that this actually affects our productivity in our warehouse or in DC warehouse. So it can actually on put us on quarantine, and it can actually shuts down all our stores and we actually turn into mind shopping. So nowadays, mostly of all of our e-commerce business is booming right now because of this situation. Number two influencer, of course, is the e-commerce. So the e-commerce actually COVID affected. So there is a rise of activities on our online activities. For the Philippines alone, our COVID actually can affect our e-commerce up to 3 years. And of course, not only ours, but it is also affecting the US market. So what is the latest trends in this warehouse and DC's situation. No? So then we are actually using the pallets and case cartons picking. So now we are actually doing the item level picking. So then we have store shelves stacking. Now we are actually doing the consumer homes direct delivery. And then for trend number two, we have a greater labor shortages. So for this trend, actually, it can affect the DC workers. Of course, we have to do social distancing. We have actually affected by the same amount of work with fewer people. Next is the balance on running late, but actually doing the customer expectations. And lastly, what do we do? So we'll do automation. It is very uh, obvious that warehouse is actually warehouse dynamics is actually changing. So trend number three is actually an even more warehouse space. So nowadays we are actually seeing more and more warehouses are being put up. So not only in the Philippines as well as in the US. So as you can see on the graph, the last three bar graph is the 2019 up to the 2021 growth rate. Okay, so what does this mean? So this means actually opportunity. So opportunity for us to help our end users to automate their warehouses, to improve their productivity using our top of the line mobile devices, printers, and as well as scanners. The good news is we are uniquely positioned. So for productivity, we have a lot of solutions for you, not only hardware, but we also have software solutions to help you improve the productivity in your warehouse. Optimization and automation, we have integrated for high-end conveyors, and we have, of course, the unified communication, which is the smart talk. And of course, we have yung asset management, which is the operational intelligence. So distribution center at a glance. So inside the distribution center, actually we have four major activities, no, or we have to increase our productivity again. So we have to increase our throughput. So by means of voice and wearable, we can actually increase um, or to make the picking, replenishment, and put away accurately. So we have to ensure our work is done correctly. And again, two of our software, major software offerings is the communication base, which is SmartTalk. So if you are a current user of a mobile device, we have the SmartTalk software solution. This is a subscription based, cloud based. So any device can be used for PTT or push to talk feature. And then for asset management, so we have the operational intelligence. Later on, we will do some overviews of all our software offerings. From there, you can see what are the other features being offered by our operational intelligence. Okay, so for hardware and software components, we'll start with our mobility edge platform. So kanina, May actually mentioned these mobility edge functions or mobility edge features. So our mobility edge platform devices that you can see on the slides, which is the CT40 XP, CT60 XP up to the VM3A, are all mobility edge platform devices. These devices actually use one SOM SOM meaning system and module. This is the heart or the motherboard of these devices. So from upgrade purposes, so if customer requires, I want to upgrade my CT40 to from Android 8 to Android 9, we will just provide you the OTA firmware, and actually this firmware can be used across the mobility edge platform devices, even the vehicle mounted devices. So these devices can run in one platform only. So other features for our mobility edge platform. So first, to guarantee compatibility with Android 11 before, but now we actually can support you up to Android 13. So system on module for easy access of our firmwares. And of course, we will support you, including the sentinels and bug fixes up to Android 13 or 2028. Now, let's discuss on the um upgrading of the devices. So again, we already mentioned that the upgrading of these devices is free of charge. We can do it for you on, or we can teach you on how to do it. So this slides actually compares what mobility edge platform devices can actually offer against the non-mobility edge platform devices. As we all know that backporting is not recommended for any devices. But for our non-mobility edge platform devices and some of the competitor devices, they actually do backporting just for them to actually support the latest Android platform OS. Okay, so again, we can actually support you up to Android T or Android 13 uh, Android OS. Okay. By the way, all of our mobility edge platform devices are AER compliant. So Android Enterprise recommended um, all of our mobility platform devices. Okay, for inventory management, we normally offer these devices. So we have the Granite XP and LR versions. This device or this scanner is commonly used for forklift drivers, as you can see on the photo. So these scanners can be equipped with the long range and short range scan engines. So there's an instance wherein forklift drivers will not actually go down just to scan the barcodes. And then we have equipped our CK65 series also with our flex range barcode scan engine. Next is our multimodal CT40 XP. So our CT40 actually can be used as a mobile data collector as well as a standalone workstation. So if customer requires a limited space of transaction operation, so this device can actually do inventory, and later on you can dock it on the display dock. We call it display dock because you can actually attach an LED monitor, keyboard, and as well as a mouse. So it can work actually as a workstation on itself. So you can actually install your Microsoft Office programs. You can do your Excel editing as well as reporting on this device. And then, of course, another feature of our CT40 is the wearable. So our CT40 has the wearable option wherein you can connect a ring scanner. So these are commonly recommended for fast-moving picking, wherein you want to use your both hands scanning and, of course, picking the boxes for replenishment and picking. And then lastly is the RFID feature. So the RFID feature of the CT40, not only the CT40, of course, we have the support for the EDA51, as well as the support for the newest EDA, which is the EDA 51K. So the good thing about this RFID reader, you will only charge one unit. So the charger can actually charge both of them compared to our competitors that you will have to charge the mobile device as well as the RFID module. And then the another thing for this RFID reader, it has the RFID wedge. So the RFID wedge actually helps on the development side because before we actually have to do some SDK integration before the RFID module work as a barcode scanner. So as if you are typing characters as it scans or scan the tag. For the read range, we have the 6 meter read range. And for writing, we have the 3 meters write option. All right. So next in line is our cold storage models. So for cold storage, we have the new CK65CS. So the CK65CS can withstand up to negative 30 degrees C if customer requires cold storage scanning. So capabilities, of course, it has the built-in heating elements and it can actually reduce the fogging and condensation. You can set it manually or you can set it automatically. You can choose from three kinds of keypads, the alphanumeric, the numeric, and for cold storage, we normally offer the large numeric. Why? Because workers inside the cold storage facilities are all wearing gloves. So they actually do some studies on this one. So cost or workers are actually complaining that the keypads are smaller when they are wearing gloves. So to further discuss our family of imagers, actually we have four imager. So we have the 6703 or the Gen 7 scan engine. This is our standard range scan engine. And then we have the new flex range scan engine if customer requires from 5-inch barcode scanning to 35 feet. Now, if customer requires more than 35 feet barcode scanning, we are offering the EX25 near and far barcode scanner. Now, for DPM purposes or direct part marking, we actually we will just enable the DPM feature for our 6703 SR. All right. So flex range imager. So this is our 8th generation barcode scan engine. So graphically, so this is the illustration of our flex range barcode scan, flex range scan engine. So from 10 centimeters, usually these are the inner barcodes during warehouse operations. No? So we have 10 centimeters scan range, of course, up to the 3 meter scan range. So these are the outer barcodes, including the pallet tags and the LPN tags up to the 35 feet or the 10-meter range stacking area. No? So the question is, sir, how do we know what barcode are we scanning when we are scanning a multiple barcodes? So this scan engine actually has a crosshair. So the crosshair will tell you what barcode you are reading, and of course the accuracy is uh, very accurate. The scanning is very accurate. So you just put or mark the put the crosshair on the barcode you want to scan during multiple barcode scanning. So physically, our flex range, although it is a long range scanner, so the form factor is uh, very small and lightweight. So it is lighter, 20 times lighter compared to our competitor scan engine, and 10 times smaller. Okay. Next is our ScanPal EDA series. So as you can see on the left side, we have a series of ScanPal EDA series mobile computers. So all of the grade part are already phased out, but we came up with the upgrade for each of our models. So for the EDA 50, the upgrade version is the EDA 51. For EDA 50K, we have the EDA 51K. And of course, we have the upgraded version of the EDA 60K, which is the EDA 61K, and our rugged 7-inch mobile tablet, which is the EDA 71. Now we will be introducing our EDA 51K. So it was launched this year. So this actually can replace the EDA 50K customer users, no? No. So the upgrade for this one, of course, the higher uh, microprocessor. So durability is increased to IP65. And actually, this EDA 51K can charge using your ordinary USB Type-C charger. Okay, next in line is our EDA 61K. So this is the first Honeywell mobile device integrated with cellular communication, meaning it can actually use as a wireless LAN device as well as a W1 device. So common application is an offsite warehouse wherein you don't have wireless LAN infrastructure installed, so you can just put on a SIM card. So nowadays, all of the ERPs and warehouse management system software is running on a web-based application. So you just have to use our enterprise browser for you to access the WMS. For accessories, we have scan handle, home base, and it is actually backward compatible to our CK3 series chargers and batteries. So whenever customers are using our CK3 series, this is the right time to upgrade for additional revenue for the chargers and the batteries. Okay, so for picking, sort, and receipt, we have the guided work. So we recommend the guided work for to improve your warehouse transactions. And we will also be releasing or launching the slim profile ring scanner. So we will let you know when will be launched. Of course, in the warehouse facility, we have the shipment labeling. So by Q3 of 2021, we will be launching our new PM45. This is the upgraded version of our PM series. And we will also be launching by half of this year our PX240. So this PX240 is our entry-level industrial printer. Of course, can support RFID. Okay. I will play a video, and then after that, we will be entertaining questions for this topic. Thank you.
Operating distribution centers is more challenging than ever. In fact, the landscape has changed dramatically. From traditional holiday seasons to Black Friday and Cyber Monday, rising, on-demand e-commerce trends continue to dynamically change market conditions. In order to fulfill these new demands, distribution centers need to future-proof their businesses so that they can keep up and scale up. But your challenge is not just a matter of speed. You also need to be accurate, because today, everyone along the supply chain expects greater transparency and a streamlined experience every step of the way. And your ability to enhance worker safety and efficiency has everything to do with retaining your workforce. From dock to stock, gone are the days of outdated, inaccurate, and insecure processes. Mobile scanners and voice-enabled solutions greatly enhance outmoded paper-based processes, making data collection, picking, and inventory management easier than ever. Together, all these trends create the new reality of distribution centers. Joan relies on Honeywell's operational intelligence cloud based solution to identify whether any of the company's countless devices need to be repaired or updated, saving hours of potential downtime. And with the help of operational intelligence, she's empowered to make confident decisions through better RMA analytics, mobile asset optimization, and actionable data insights. Wong spends the majority of his time defending his company against costly security breaches. Honeywell's Mobility Edge mobile computers give Wong the peace of mind by minimizing security breaches throughout his mobile device fleet. Plus, it offers the longest lifecycle in the industry, making it a sound long-term investment. Celia used to spend a lot of time manually deploying and configuring each and every mobile device in her fleet. Now, with the help of Mobility Edge, all her devices share a unified platform, making it possible to streamline tasks for her workers. All it takes is one quick and easy validation to deploy unified software to workers. Andre works hard to fulfill orders around the clock, but there are only so many hours in his shift. Most importantly, his well-being always comes first. That's why Honeywell solutions are designed with workers like Andre in mind. From ergonomic designs that are lightweight and comfortable to software solutions that reduce errors and training time, Honeywell keeps workers safe and productive. Are you ready to future-proof your distribution center?
So let's move on the last part of our program. So I'll be discussing connected software of Honeywell. So actually we have seven Honeywell software solutions besides our HLS. HLS is our Honeywell WMS. So we have the P Thomas. Our P Thomas actually is a manufacturing software solutions. Safe UAM is our mobile device management software. Of course, our Ramco is our enterprise asset management software. And of course, our Spurs is our what you call this kiosk solution, and the workforce optimizer. So as the name itself, so it's a workforce management software. And for logistics software, we have the FAR-I. And we'll be talking about, of course, our Smart Talk unified software and operational intelligence. Lastly is our Honeywell guided work or our voice solution for warehouse operation. Okay, so Smart Talk. Smart Talk is our all-in-one communication solution. So it has the ability to be used as a push-to-talk device, and it can actually do messaging as well as video calling. So supports backend system as well as call part transfer and call pickup. It has the ability to help desk access. So it actually includes the user provisioning. So tell you more about it. We have some features related to our Smart Talk. Of course, we have the superior quality because we are actually partnered with the uh, counterpart. And then for security, we have the highest security patches available for our mobility edge platform devices, as well as compatibility. So our Smart Talk can actually be used. It's not a manufacturer agnostic. Even a competitor device actually can use Smart Talk. Then for PTT competitors, we have various competitors in the market. So as you can see on the list on the left, so differentiators, of course, we are seamlessly we can actually transition seamlessly between Wi-Fi and a cellular network. Encrypted voice messaging for security purposes, and we can actually integrate to major PBX and SIP infrastructure installed in your uh, premises. So what are the packages of SmartTalk? We have the basic. The basic can only include the push to talk, one is to many calling features. No, so basic broadcast for all devices, and then the professional includes the push to talk one is to one. You can actually define frequencies for this uh, package. And of course, for enterprise, the only difference to the professional is, of course, the video calling. So graphically, you will see the basic features on the SmartTalk mobile device. So again, it can only handle one is to many PTT calling. It is also limited to Honeywell devices only, and the channel configuration can be done. Now for the professional, you can use it as an instant messaging. So it has the feature for messaging, just like WhatsApp, Viber, or Messenger. It is a manufacturer operating system agnostic, meaning you can use a Windows operating system for the professional version. You can customize the channel, and we can centralize the provisioning for all the users of SmartTalk. Lastly is our SmartTalk Enterprise. So as I've said before, the only difference is the video calling. So manufacturer operating system agnostic. So you can use any device. You can actually custom channels, configuration, as well as centralized provisioning, as well as custom branding is allowed for the SmartTalk Enterprise version. All right. So this is a very straightforward subscription-based solution for Honeywell. Okay, next is our operational intelligence. So our operational intelligence can only not only limited to mobile devices. It can actually monitor printers and scanners. So it can provide you data, including drop detection. So when someone is abusing the device, you can actually detect the user. It has the feature of find my device, even the device is off. We have the smart battery analysis. So this is very important. So you have to monitor. You will be having the ability to monitor your battery, because physically you won't be able to know when battery is depleted or functioning very well. So we also have integration for RMA and SLA manager. We can also manage your spare pool, and of course, software and configuration push. So then again, we are not limited to mobile devices. So we can actually monitor the mileage of your printers. So we can actually monitor the health of the printhead of the device. And then of course for scanners, so basically what we are monitoring for scanners is the battery for cordless barcode scanners. So what's new on the operational intelligence packages? So we actually include the health crisis response. So these three are actually the new features of our operational intelligence. Later on, I'll be discussing more of that. But for packages, we have two packages for our operational intelligence. Service management is not yet available for Asia Pac. So we only have basic and the professional packages. So for the professional, as you can see, it is highlighted in blue. We have the asset check-in and checkout. So these are the features we added to the operational intelligence, just uh, to monitor the healthcare industry mobile devices. So what are the recently released features? So we have device tagging for easy identification of the device. And then we have configurable alerts, even email reports. Actually, we can do text messages alerts for operational intelligence. So for critical installations, we might need this feature. And then for new language support, we actually support Spanish language now. And then we have the progressive web application. You can actually manage your devices using your mobile phones. Okay, what are the new features of our operational intelligence? Right now, we have the customer counting feature for our operational intelligence. So normally being offered on a supermarket or wherein you want to limit people inside the establishment. So this application can actually do that and will alert you whenever people coming in are more than the allowable uh, persons inside the premises. So another thing is our social distancing proximity alerts. So our devices, of course, all of our devices has a Bluetooth radio. So we use that for social distancing purposes. So whenever workers inside the warehouse are close to each other, the device will actually alert you that you are close to each other and you have to separate at a far distance. So the distance is configurable from 1 meter, 2 meters, or whichever you prefer. So next in line is our device check-in and check-out. So device cleaning is very important for our devices, especially nowadays. So to avoid contamination. So we have the feature of check-in and check-out for our operational intelligence for us to know and will alert you actually whenever the device is due for cleaning. So I'll just grab this opportunity to also discuss our DRH general purpose devices. DRH meaning uh, disinfectant ready housing. So some of our general purpose offerings are now DRH. We have the Voyager XP, the RP2, the ED51, the CT60 XP, including our CT40 XP white and black version. So if you will implement the check-in, check-out, of course, you will be using harsh chemicals for the devices. At the bottom of this slide, you can see the effect of the harsh chemicals being used for cleaning the devices. So we can avoid that by using our DRH general purpose housing. We can actually provide you with a general purpose disinfectant ready housing cleaning guide. Another feature for our OI is the remote control capability. You can actually monitor your users or workers uh, as long as it is connected to the network. We can actually eliminate bad batteries. It will actually prompt the device or it will prompt you that your battery is due for replacement. So other features, we have the interlocation access points. So it will use your wireless infrastructure to find the device. But for any reason that the device was turned off and it cannot find it, there is a second radio. We call it BLE or Bluetooth Low Energy. It is actually a beacon wherein you can use our OI to detect the device even it is turned off. So next is the automatic device site update. So normally we tag the devices by floor or by location. So for this new feature, whenever the device was brought to uh, to a location wherein it is not defined, so the system will actually define automatically, and the device will now be included in that location. So custom controls can be defined on the device. So you just have to turn it on. So say, for example, grant permission to view a section, grant permission to add new sites. So that can be controlled on our OI. Lastly is our feature for reporting. So there are several reports available for our operational intelligence and can be viewed right away for using our mobile or the web-based access of our operational intelligence. Okay, last is a short video of our operational intelligence. And then after this, we will be entertaining questions.
The real challenge that customers have is they can't tell exactly what's wrong when something's not efficient. They can see the symptoms of the problem, but they don't have enough information to know exactly where to go to fix the problem. My role is to explain to our customers what operational intelligence can do to solve their problems. If you think about a warehouse, in a warehouse environment, product is flowing into the warehouse, it's getting moved around, it's getting put on different trucks, it is being shipped out to the different stores or the different locations they needed to go to. All of that is managed with mobile computers and barcode scanners and printers. The companies that use this kind of technology to track their data capture, track their product movement, are really committed to this technology.
The primary problem currently is that they have these devices and they really have no way to manage and track these devices today. They have no way to be able to know how they're being used, what's being done with them as their employees are using them. New technologies always comes with its new set of problems.
Operational intelligence was created to address these exact problems for customers, to provide intelligent insights into what's really going on with their processes, with their people, and with their technologies. We've got a customer that is losing a lot of equipment in their retail stores. And one of the things that they're doing with operational intelligence is using our locationing feature to know exactly where the equipment is at any time in their store to help them find it when it turns up missing. Another very common example are batteries. Batteries in a warehouse are inconsistently used, and therefore some of the batteries need to be replaced and others don't. But companies can't tell the difference in a good battery and a bad battery, and they have to spend thousands of dollars replacing batteries that they don't need to. Operational intelligence is going to set the standard for the kinds of information you can know about your equipment and about your processes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, we will flash the QR code for the feedback form. So we encourage everyone to participate on answering the survey form. And those who will participate will have a special token from Honeywell and BST ECS Philippines Incorporated. Let me call on Mr. Dean Encontro for the group photo.
Hi everyone, so we will promote all two panelists for our group photo. So we would like to encourage you to open your camera for our group photo.
Okay. We will count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, thank you. For the closing remarks, let me call on Ms. Arlene Singson, Commercial Technology Group General Manager.
Good afternoon. So I hope everybody learned something today about shaping the future. So show of hands. Pwede naman tayo mag-show of hands dito, di ba? I'd like to know, when you heard about shaping the future, okay, did you actually think of a crystal ball? Show of hands nga. Tingnan ko kung may mag-show of hands tayo dyan. Okay? Curious ako. Meron ba? So when you saw the title Shaping the Future, so napaisip ba tayo pare-pareho na this is all about crystal balls, feng shui, and the like? Kasi katatapos lang ng Chinese New Year, right? But you know, shaping the future starts with a simple step, especially if we are talking about warehousing, asset tagging, and the like. And that is by automation, okay? So how do we basically start automation? Again, with a very simple thing, by having asset tags via barcodes or via QR codes. And that is the reason why we're here, because all of us are moving into digitization, all of us are moving into automation, all of us are preparing for a future, be it in business or in personal matters. That said, we have to take the first step or a leap of faith in actually formulating what's ahead of us. And we at VSTECS, in partnership with Honeywell Philippines, would like to take you to that journey together. So how do we all do this? Simple lang. Diba? Parang narinig din nyo sa commercial yon. Simple lang. Okay? All you have to do is call us, reach out to us. Parang kanta lang din, di ba? Call us because we're just one call away. Reach out to us because I can guarantee you, you're in good hands. Parang commercial lang din. Because we will make sure that we will find ways for you. Because together, VSTECS and Honeywell Philippines will help you define, shape your future in terms of automating your warehouse, in terms of making better operations for your manufacturing sites, and everything else in between. Okay? That's the reason why tawag sa team namin is commercial. Not because we just like, making memes out of commercial, but because we would like to be part of your commercialization in terms of your future operations. But before I say my final bye-bye, okay, may kanta rin bang ganon? I hope not. Okay, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking your most precious time spending it together with us. And I'm really hoping that it's all worthwhile. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.